to another collective worship assembly video. I'm really pleased to be with you today because we're talking about one of my favourite subjects, which is hope. Oh, hope. I love a bit of hope. Hope is what keeps me going. Oh, I do like a bit of hope. Even when we face hurdles in life, we can have some hope over those hurdles. So we're gonna have a bit of fun though first. And we're going to look at one of our stories that we've looked at before, but it's a great story for thinking about hope. It's the story of Joshua. He was brilliant, Joshua. So we're going to have some fun, and let's see what we get up to today.
Okay, today's game, you have been quite good at when we've had a go at it before.
Is this because it's got no skill whatsoever?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. That means I am great at these ones.
So we're going to play a game of higher or lower.
Yes, I am epic at this.
So got some cards, and this is how the game works. So we start off with a number 9. Now the cards are from 0 to 9, and you need to decide, is the next card going to be higher or lower than a 9? Now this one's quite easy, because it's a 9, so it's the highest number. It's definitely going to be lower than a 9. So, and if it's a 9, then it's fine. Oh, that rhymed. If it's a 9, then it's fine. It's the same number. Everybody's still in. It's all good. So if you think it's higher, you need to reach your arms up high as you can. And if you're at home, you could jump up and down if you want to, as high as you can. If you think it's lower, you need to duck down low. But make sure you don't duck under the screen, because then they won't be able to see you and that. Don't do that. Okay, so are you ready for practice?
Yeah.
Are you ready for practice?
It's number 2. It's the
Okay.
next one.
Well, I'm going to change it now. So we're going to start on number 1. Oh, that's easy. Okay, number 1. Is it going to be higher or lower than a 1? So I think it's going to be higher. There's only one thing that's going to be lower. So it is a 5.
Yes.
Well done. So, you got it right?
Yep.
Another practice. Is it going to be higher or lower than a 5? What do you think?
Ooh, I think I'm going to go lower.
Ooh, lower than a 5. Some people are going lower, some are going higher. It is a 4.
Yes.
Well done.
2 points so far.
Okay, right. Now, this is the real deal. We're playing properly. You need to count up how many times you get it right and see if you can beat Emily. Okay. Number 1, so it is a 4.
Okay.
Do you think it's going to be higher or lower than a 4? Give me your actions. Up high or down low?
Higher.
Ooh, it is a 7.
Yes.
It is higher. Okay, higher or lower than a 7?
Lower.
Going lower.
Yep.
What do you think? It's a 2.
Yes. 2 points.
Well done.
2 points.
Okay, higher or lower?
Higher.
Than a 2. Oh, we're going higher than a 2.
Don't even need to think.
It's a 6.
Yes.
Well done.
Might need to think about this one.
Oh, that is tricky. 6, higher or lower? Reach up high, bob down low.
Lower.
Oh, going lower than a 6. Where are you going? It's a 1.
Yes. I don't know how many points that is, but I'm still winning. It's
got
good.
quite a few.
Yeah.
Got that. Okay, higher or lower than a 1?
1. Higher.
Is it higher or lower than a 1?
I think it's a 1.
It could be a 1 though.
Yeah.
It could be a, no, it's a 4.
Yes.
You still win.
enough.
Okay, last 2. Final 2.
Okay.
Are you doing as good as Emily?
See, no skill.
There's a slight bit of skill. You've at least got to know numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, 4. Higher or lower than 4?
Higher.
Higher. It's a 4.
Ooh.
Everybody's still in on a 4.
Okay.
Let's make it rhyme again. It's a 4, so you can play some more. There you go.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, last one.
Yeah.
4, higher or lower?
Higher.
Higher. Is it gonna be? It's a 1.
Oh, last one.
I think you got all of them right apart from that one.
Yeah, I did.
So if you got all of them right, you beat Emily. If not, you did a great job. Because Emily's actually really good at this game.
I am.
So give yourselves and Emily a big round of applause.
Okay, guess what time it is? Can you guess what time it is? We can always guess what time it is. It is story time. It's time for our story from Bob Hartman's Rhyming Bible. And our story today is Make the Wall Small. So this story is our story that Hettie and Emily are going to be looking at very soon for us to have a good think about. So let's see what the story is going to be about. A tall wall. A thick wall. A never fall at all wall. But follow God's call and you'll make the wall small. Jericho City was surrounded by a wall, built big and strong so it would never fall. But God told Joshua to go inside. Then he gave him a plan that was quite a surprise. A tall wall. A thick wall. A never fall at all wall. But follow God's call and you'll make the wall small. March once round the city, 6 days in a row, the priests in front and the army in tow. The Ark of the Covenant leading the way, and ram horn trumpets ready to play. A tall wall. A thick wall. A never fall at all wall. But follow God's call and you'll make the wall small. On the 7th day, march around 7 times, blow 7 trumpets, loud and high. And lift your voices, let shouts ring aloud, and Jericho's wall will come tumbling down. A tall wall. A thick wall. A never fall at all wall. But follow God's call and you'll make the wall small. So the people of God did what he asked, followed his instructions, completed the task.
Good job.
And much to their surprise, crazy as it sounds, Jericho's walls came tumbling down. Yes, Jericho's walls came tumbling down. A tall wall. A thick wall. A never fall at all wall. But follow God's call and you'll make the wall small.
Are you ready for a game of Jenga?
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, it's there waiting
It's
for
there,
us.
ready. Okay, so we're each going to take it in turns to take a piece out. You're only allowed to use one hand.
Okay.
The person that makes it topple over is not the winner.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll go, let's go oldest to youngest.
Rude.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, play! I do think that's the other one. That would be embarrassing.
No.
Oh.
Kind of risky.
Oh no.
One of those games.
No, it's not losing. Oh. Ah. No, you cheated. No, you could stay on the team.
Wait, I didn't say that.
That's why I said
You're only allowed to use one hand. We can play that.
Yeah. That's why it's best. You just click that. That's rude. You have to. Because you've done. Oh, risky.
Wait. Well
So
done.
stabs. Thanks.
It'd have lasted forever otherwise.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear everyone. Happy birthday to you. Usually when I go into a school and do collective worship assemblies live, I like to find someone whose birthday it is and maybe wish them a happy birthday, maybe even sing a bit of happy birthday to them. And because it's been quite a while since I've been into school to do an assembly or a collective worship like that, I figured it's probably been, well, it's been about a year, so it's probably been everyone's birthday. So happy birthday, everyone. I thought I'd just sing happy birthday to you. I hope you enjoy that. But anyway, after we sing happy birthday, we always blow out our candles. Happy birthday to everyone. Happy birthday to you. Did you make a wish? Did you? Have you ever made a wish? You see, often people ask, like, what are you going to make a wish? You're going to make a wish when you blow out your candles. I wonder what you would wish for. Some people might wish for a fancy car when they grow up. Or they might wish for all the chocolate in the world. Or they might wish, I don't know, what you might wish for. But do you really think when you blow out those candles and make a wish that wish is granted? Do you think it'll happen? Do you think it'll come true? I wonder how hopeful you are when you make a wish. Now you see, in our story today, it wasn't just about wishful thinking. It was about hope. It was about being hopeful. Not just wishful thinking, but something much stronger than that. Something that happens when we really believe in something or someone. That's what hope is. And Joshua in our story today had loads of hope. Loads of hope. In our story, we saw Joshua leading God's people, marching around these strong walls for 6 days, marching with the priests at the front and the Ark of the Covenant, which was where like God's law was kept in this big ornate thing that they carry it around in, and it was all very, very grand and very meaningful and very like, yes, we will do this. And then on the 7th day, they marched around these walls of Jericho 7 times, and they were blowing their trumpets to loud, and they were cheering. And do you really think, right? Do you really think that they were doing that just as like a little wish? That just as like a little wish, if we do this and we wish about it, then the walls will come tumbling down. I mean, really? Let's get real. You see, I think these guys must have been really confident. They must have been really, really convinced that what they were doing was more than just wishful thinking, but they had something deeper. They had real hope that the walls that they were trying to get past, those walls that they were trying to break through, they had hope that they would make it. And if they did those things, they would do it. And the reason they were confident was because they hoped in what God had told them. In the story, we hear about how God told them to do those things. And they know from the things that they know of God and the stories of God in the Old Testament that they would have known about very, some of them firsthand. They knew that God was someone they could trust. They knew that God was someone they could put their hope in. And so I wonder, what gives you hope in your life? Or who, maybe, gives hope in your life? I know for me, I really like this story of Joshua because I'm a Christian and I believe that God gives me hope as well. That I believe that God has done amazing things in the Bible and in my own life, that I can trust in Him and I can put my hope in Him. But there's other people or things as well that we put our hope in. Maybe it's family, people close to us, friends that we know we can trust and put our hope in. Or maybe when we see our friends or our family doing great things, we know we can trust them because they have before. Or maybe it's things like science or medicine. When we hear of new developments happening, we can put our hope in some progress and medicines being made to treat illnesses. What or who are you confident in? You see, when we face walls, when we face barriers, when we face hurdles that get in our way in life, we need to remember what our hope is in. Maybe those barriers and those hurdles, those walls might be times when we feel upset, Or maybe times when we fall out with someone, we just wish we could get past the little argument or whatever it might be and be able to see hope for a future friendship. Or maybe it's when we're ill or people around us might be ill and we really hope that we can get past that illness and they can be better again. Or maybe it's when we feel sadness over losing someone close to us. And we really hope that barrier of sadness is something that we can have time to process, but be able to move on as well, remembering the good things about those people. Or maybe our walls and our barriers and things that we want to see beyond might be just really hard things that we have to do. Maybe it's work at school that's just really too hard and you're like, why have they given me this work to do? Oh, it's so hard. Maybe it's just different things going on that come up against us and we're like, oh, I didn't expect that to happen today. But you see, if we choose to focus on those things getting in our way, that can hold us back. But if we choose to focus on the things that give us strength and hope, then we get to see over the wall, over the hurdle. We get to hop over the hurdle, bloop, like that, and see what will happen afterwards. We get that hope and that confidence before we even break through it. So next time you're thinking about a hurdle in life, something that you're struggling with, I want you to remember that there is hope. There is hope. And it's not just about wishing that things go away, but there is hope for you to see beyond what's happening. So, what is something that you could do though as well to bring hope to someone else? What is maybe something you could do to cheer someone up? Maybe letting them know that you're there for them, that you are someone they can put their hope in as well. And I pray and I hope that we are able to show hope to other people. So let's pray together. God, I thank you that you are a God of hope, that you have done great things that we can learn about, and we can learn about what it means to trust you. And so God, I pray that whatever walls, whatever barriers, whatever hurdles, whatever difficulties we might face, you would give us the hope to see beyond. You would give us the hope over the hurdles that we can hop over and see what amazing things you have in store for all of us in our wonderful lives. God, help us to be people who show your hope to others in the kindness that we spread in our lives. In Jesus' name. Amen. Brilliant. So I hope that's given you something to think about today, something to encourage you through those difficult times, something to give you hope for when we see things around in the world that we just want to see beyond and see past, and I hope that they go away someday. We really, really hope that this collective worship assembly has brought you some hope today. And so I'll see you again sometime soon. Bye!